these line trimmers, so this is the FS90 that you guys are using. So on these, you want to make sure, obviously, that the head is tight. So again, we supply you guys with the tools. So there's a straight bar that we use to check to make sure the head is on here tight. So you insert it into the hole and spin it until it doesn't move. So now there's one direction to take it off, there's one direction to put it on. But you want to make sure, so this is loosening it obviously, then the other way is tightening. So they want to make sure that this is tight to start with, okay? Of course the string, and usually what happens is on these guys is the bump head wears out. Right. So this ends up being a replaceable item on this. Okay.
Going back to this, what he told you before he goes on, this is the most common part that you got. The people from your side damages. I tell them all the time when this one's out to bring it in before it gets to this part over here, because if it gets to this part and then it gets to this part, you have to change the whole head. There's no other ways around. And if you only see this one wearing out, you can come back and just buy this piece, and you don't have to be spending 30 bucks every time to spend the head. You can spend $10 on these pieces instead of spending $30 on the head.
Why are they breaking these things?
They're just wearing around. They're supposed to lift it about an inch from the ground, but they're grinding it on the floor as they use it. Or when they tap the line to self-feed, they don't pick it up right away. They lift it on the ground, so it's wearing out faster.
This mechanism advances the string out of the head. But again, if you're running it on the ground and you're tapping it frequently on the ground, you're going to do two things. You're going to wear that out a lot faster, and you're going to go through a lot of line.
So this sits on top of this like this, and basically as you're using it, you tap it on the floor. Once you see this bowl start getting smaller and smaller, that's when you stop, come into the store, change your metal piece, and then you just put it on and you're back to normal. Instead of changing two pieces. If you change two pieces, it's like buying a brand new head. With this piece right here by itself, it's only $10, so you save about $25.
Again, we're going to use the tool. You could use the same one that comes with the blower, as long as it has the Torx head on it. Again, the screw won't come out. It'll stay with the tool so they won't lose it. So this one here, it's more of a foam filter. When they're new, they're a little bit stiff, but so it's foam on one side and it's kind of a paper cloth on the other side. So again, they need to blow it out the opposite direction. Just blow the surface off, then blow the compressed air the opposite direction. Same thing here. There's accumulation of oil or grease. Just go ahead and wipe this out. Okay? This one up here, this one doesn't have a gearbox. There's no greasing on this gearbox for this head. So there's only, just the tightening portion, that's all. So there's nothing to grease on here.
Can they do something wrong when they put the string in or the line in?
Well, they could install it wrong and not have it come out of the head. That is possible. They can do that, but they'll know right away, because when they go to tap it, this distance isn't going to change. Well, the blade here will cut it itself. So once they tap it out and this is rotating, the ends will come around and cut automatically, with the exception of if the line is too long, then it's going to hit the frame. It'll never cut here. So usually when you guys pick up the new equipment, we check for that. So we run it and we make sure that length is correct. So you won't have a case where the machine will go out and it's too long.